The new season of Invincible is probably the most controversial season ever. People are complaining about the animation, the power scaling, the Mark and Eve music not being as good as the Mark and Amber music. Invincible is getting all the heat these days. And today I wanted to bring up yet another complaint. And don't get me wrong, the season is amazing and the writing is still peak. And even though the animation is not up to standards, it's still better than waiting 3 years for a new season in my opinion. But there's a problem that I noticed about the show and I don't think people are talking about it enough. I mean, people are talking about it, but obviously I needed a video to make, so yeah. The problem lies within the villains of it. I feel like the motivations are a bit goofy, bro. It seems like the writers are forcing the bad guys to just hate Invincible and want to kill him for reasons I don't think are enough to drive someone insane over wanting to kill a single person, bro. Let me explain. Powerplex, for example, on the new episode, 2 of his family members died during the battle between Omni-Man and Invincible. And I mean, it wasn't really a battle, it was more like domestic abuse. But still, from Powerplex's point of view, it seemed as if Mark had killed the poor bastards. And that makes sense, I guess, from his POV. After he knew that Mark was trying to protect them, he was still mad and obsessed with getting justice for the murder of his side family, not his main family, by the way. And by that, I mean this man still had a wife and a daughter. And when I saw that, bro, I was like, what is this man doing? He should be healing and recovering and taking care of his wife and child. But he was obsessed with killing a teenager, and his wife was supporting him too. So they were both crazy and it was sad. It was sad for the baby, bro. Look at that baby. But it gets worse. After failing 2 times and basically ruining his life in the span of 2 days, this man still didn't quit. And what I noticed is that whatever things he did to make his life worse after the battle between Omni-Man and Invincible, he still blames Invincible, bro. Including when he turned himself into an air fryer and cooked both his wife and kid, he still blames Invincible. And what annoys me is that Mark never really snaps back at him. Like, he just takes all the shit this man was talking like it was true. Like in this one scene, bro, in this one scene, Mark could have at least replied with a,
"These are dead. My wife and child are dead. Thousands more are dead. All because of you."
was I the one who fried your wife and kid? No, you did that. So don't be blaming me for shit that you did. Now the next villain is Angstrom Levy. And this guy is another example of the writers just forcing the villains to be hyper focused on killing a single person. For example, again, this man combined his brains from alternate versions of himself, but then he nerfed himself because
I won't build my utopia with blood.
And basically went crazy after that. And he went from what seemed to be a good guy trying to do good things to just a straight up evil guy. And guess who he blames? That makes sense because in most of the universes he came from, Mark is evil and he kills both Angstrom and his son. What doesn't make sense is that he chooses to pick on probably the only good version of Mark. He could have tried to kill the evil versions of Invincible that, I don't know, actually sliced his son's head right in front of him. But no, he chooses to work with them to kill the only good version of Invincible. I mean, you guys see what I mean here, right? Because the normal thing to do was to make Angstrom realize that this Invincible, our Invincible, was actually a good guy and have him ask him to help him kill the evil versions or something like that. But I don't know, those are just my thoughts. If you guys got other opinions, comment down right there, right down there.